Hello there, and welcome to episode 161 of this series, where I play the regions of Europe one by one on GeoGuessr, doing so in a tennis match format as outlined in the rules you just saw, basically meaning that I'll be punishing myself with time penalties every time I play a perfect 5,000 point round on GeoGuessr in the region that I'm currently in. The current standing is that I'm leading the game 4-3 in the second set, having won the first set 6-3, and I'm love 15 down in the current point as we head into a country we haven't been in for a long time. We are moving into North Macedonia, and this could get tricky. As you can see, there's scant coverage, and it's mainly on these main roads here. And we have the town of Veles, which is somewhat reasonably covered, and that's pretty much it. So if you find us, and also Vardarski. So if you find ourselves in a town of some sort, is one of the two. So this Vardarski region, it is named for the Vardar River, which I guess runs through most of it, and I suspect Veles for being the largest town in the area, although I don't really know how many are living there. But the number of people living in the region is 138, almost 139,000 people at last count, and it covers nearly 4,000 square kilometers. And most of what we are getting is going to be highway, I think. So this could be like trying to play Albania, I think. Tough. How tough? Well, we'll see. I got 30 minutes on the clock because I managed to foul up the final round of the previous game, and here we find ourselves in one of the cities. So either Kavadaci or Veles. I'm going to guess, with all the mountains around, I'm going to guess that we are in Kavadaci. Although let's have a little look at the... Well, there are a fair number of hills around the Veles as well. So let's see, let's move south. There's a major road going across. That is a major one. Can we get up on it? No, we can't. Okay. Ulica Petre Prilichko. Okay, Petre Prilichko. What's the name of the person that street was named for? And I suspect there's a river running down here. And if we go south, almost straight south, is there a river in Kavadaci? There is. Let's see, could we be... Well, I'll have to check whether there's a river in Veles as well. And let's see, so that is the western bank, so we are running up the eastern bank if we are in Kavadaci. Let's see. And that pretty much seals the lid on not being Kavadaci, so we'll have to check with Veles then. Is there a river through? There is a river through Veles as well, okay. But Veles is a lot smaller. But here we are. Petr Plechkov. And yeah, there was a bus station. I sort of felt like it might be one. And we are, well, we're not that close to it, so we are a few blocks up. There's a sports field, but that is not showing. So here's the bus station and probably the parking lots here. Now, how many houses up are we? So, let's see, let's count whole houses. So this is one. And then there's a road up to the side. That's probably the Dimitar Vla... Oh yeah, yes it is. So we're on somewhere on this sort of thing. Fakultet za Tourism. Okay, I guess that's a faculty for tourism studies or something. So we should be about here. Ish. Nice. Well, that's as good as a start you can expect to get in this place, I think. So 15, 15, and 28 minutes on the clock. Let's see. Highway. Oh no. But we're coming up on some junction here, and with a little luck. Okay, so this road leads on to Skopje, and that is no surprise as that's the capital. And I would love to see what it says in yellow there. There we go. Negotino. Okay. So Negotino is somewhere down here. I know from when I drew the map as Negotino. And we're 1,000 meters away from a junction to Negotino. The question is which one? Is it this one? What's going on here? Yes, please explain to me. Alright, yeah, so I have this parallel road running next to it. So, if this is anywhere near being right, well, I guess it is right, but, so parallel roads are running both sides on the road at the moment. There's only really one place where they do have parallel roads, but that's there. I don't know if that works. Well, actually it could. And there's... So yeah, so here we are. Well, it could be there as well. Park and hotel. Now we're 500 meters away. And now I can see all these buildings down here. So now we must be on this bend, right? Okay, let's head over to the side of the... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, duh. So we are... Ooh. Okay, this is perilous. So the house is up here, but we can't see. Or at least something up here. A park or something. And we are... let's see. So that's as close as we can get to the resolution. And that there is there. I'm going to take a punt and say with that. Whew. That was almost scary. 30-15. 26 minutes on the clock. Okay, so far so good. And, well, we are in luck, aren't we? Because we are getting dumped in places. I don't know, on top of a river even. Luxury. So, where are we now? Okay, so this is just a truck stop at watering hole. Sporty Vozila. I would not be surprised if that meant like something as a... Well, actually, so we're coming up on an intersection here. So here we're heading on the E75. That's no surprise. And heading towards Gevgelia on the border. Then we just need to see what places. This is the Vardar River. So are we this close? Are we this close? Except that we're going in the wrong direction across the river. The trouble is, the only place it crosses the river is here. And that works, doesn't it? Motel Macedonia, that's probably the Markart thingy. And there's an M. Mac Petrol, yeah. And then the M there. And let's just check that sign up here with some distances. Which, oh yeah, okay, gives us distances very far away to Belgrade and Skopje. But it does do the right thing. And there is a Mack oil station down here, right. Okay, so we are on the Vardar River Bridge and we are about here-ish. Now can we see that railroad that's supposed to be running under here? And that's the thing coming up here. Over there. Yeah, so we're barely on the shore. Call it there. Whew, close enough. Well, I can't say how surprised I am to how, or rather how relieved I am in the locations we got so far, but 24 minutes left on the clock, 2 rounds left to go. And this is more like it. Now we're starting to talk about, this is almost like Turkey. And this could keep me busy for a while. I have a feeling we might be here. Except for lack of that side road. But there was one place on this E75 that kind of matched. So let's see where we wind up as we click along. That's an almighty bend. And if it is that bend, which it actually could well be, we should be coming up on a debt oil around this bend. Because it's making the correct bends. Question is whether this is where we are or not, and things are right slow and buggy. Come on. Now, is there a dead oil here? There does seem to be, which means I'm looking in the wrong place. Or that this is old footage and the dead oil has been put up later. Ikanov? I still think we are well served by going this way. As that was downhill. There's a board over there. What does that say? RT petrol in 47 kilometers. Holy mackerel. Okay, this is now starting to look like a potential forfeit. We're on a plane and we're moving very, very, very north. Oh, very straight northwards. We're not over here. Oh, and then we suddenly crossed the degrees. No, there's a tunnel, so not there. So that was the best candidate I had. I also got this one, but that's not a good candidate. And now we're up in the Veles. And no. Well, I could of course go back to start and see if I can find anything there. Is something crossing the road, and that's a road crossing the road. And a distinct lack of signs there. Well, here we're coming up on something at least. Will there be a junction for it? Still have time to solve this, but I need that information yesterday. And it doesn't seem like it's forthcoming anytime soon. Which is a major, major, major bother. E75. And I can't really read that. And I don't think I'll be able to. Well, there's enough. Well, I thought there was enough habitation around here to warrant a junction, but obviously there's not, and I am running rapidly out of time, and we still are no closer to figuring out where we are. There's all these roads crossing this highway, and up. Please, there we go. All these roads crossing the highway and no roads leading onto them. No access road. Come on. That's not funny. Well, this round is forfeit. And this is starting to put a crimp into the playing time as well if I don't find something soon. Now we're heading northwest. I think that's just part of a campaign to get Northern Macedonia into the European Union, or maybe that this thing is constructed by the European Union. Or with funds from it. This is perplexing indeed. Not complete, but we still have this road running next to it, which I guess is the original road that has now turned access road into the Okay, so we got something coming up in 2 kilometers. Mac petrol. And hopefully there will be some information to be had there. Now, wouldn't it be ironic if it turns out to be that same location that we were at in the previous round? No, it's not that, but are we going to Negotin again? Negotino, okay, right. So Negotino is down here, and so where was that? So I was right all along. No. Okay, that's cruel. So that just means oh god, so I'd have gone the other way. Well, I can't do that now, but I'm going to try that 113 meters. Yes, I think that is as good as I could expect it to get. So 40-30, yeah, I'd have gone the other way. That would have saved myself a lot of time, I think. Okay, still 24 minutes on the clock. Okay. Town on the hill. Let's go south. Pardon me and my coughing today. I'm still having some after effects of flu I had earlier, like 3 weeks ago. But I'm not ill or anything. It's just having this persistent cough, which is rather annoying when I'm trying to make these episodes. Okay, so we got a highway bridge down there, and a rather significant city. So it's either Veles or Kavarnit. Well, whatever the name of the place was. And I don't need this. I don't need this at all. Come on, speed up, speed up, speed up. There we go. Oh no. This is going... Yes, like that. Please. Okay, what does it say on this big board here? Probably some information about... Oh, actually. Okay, so we are Katlanovo, and this is the... Okay. So we are 30-something with Skopje, we must be quite close to Veles. This is Katlanovo. Okay, so we're outside Veles. And this is the A1 and E75, but how am I supposed to interpret this? So we have a road here crossing this thing, and the road we saw down in the valley must have been this, I think. So I guess we're on this one. And that, this is that. And then we have the bend over there, and then we got this super long straight bit, which at the moment we should be here somewhere. The thing is that in the distance, let's see, 24 minutes on the clock, so I can afford a little bit of exploring. So the road should be turning to the right, yes. Now, there is a slight bend around here. Well, it's actually a slight bend that goes on forever. But there it turns more pronounced. There's absolutely nothing to help me here. Okay, so the bend turns rather pronounced over there. But it is not much of a bend at all. So let's see that that is there. That should put us around there. And I think that is as good as I can expect to get. Yeah, a quarter kilometer away. And okay, so we're a bit close. No, actually, yeah, I guess the bendy bit that we see is here. So yeah, that was another forfeit round in terms of distance. So that was unfortunate. That brings us to deuce. And that was an interesting round, to put it mildly. So they were all on the E75 except for the first round in Veles. Nice spread along the road though. But that one had me well annoyed. I should have gone the other way, but then again I was like convinced that because of the hill that was there, it was sort of taking us a bit in mountainous territory, and going downhill would be the better option. Eventually it was, but not for that round. That was sort of annoying. I mean, I sort of enjoyed it, but it was just a couple of stupid errors on my part, and then we got that. That one was pretty much hopeless. I don't see how I should be able to do that in a meaningful way without any sort of. There's like not any landmark to hang your hat on that bit, so that we'll just have to roll with that punch. And yeah, that is episode 162 and the Vardar statistical region in North Macedonia done. Please check in tomorrow for episode 163. Let's see if we can get off the highways then. Until then, bye bye.